All right, welcome to Smokey Approved Korea. I'm your boy Journalist, and on this one, we are here because I keep seeing comments, which I do appreciate. Y'all got to keep me honest and true, especially when my schedule gets really full. I just kind of just like hyper focus on the things I know how to do, and I don't like to shortchange any of the other music on the channel or stuff that I would typically look into if I have more time. So now that the new year's kind of started and I've only got one show on the schedule, I figure it's a good time to actually like jump back into the other parts of what I used to do when I started covering the Smokey Approved Korea section. Because some people are like, oh, this is one comment. Shorty was like, I'll be happy, or I look forward to when you get back to like doing your like Korean hip hop and R&B phase of stuff you were doing on the channel too. And it was no slight at BTS, so don't try and get upset. It was they love the BTS stuff too. It's just make sure that hey, you had a full-time job of doing all these things plus BTS. Let's not forget that. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. So this is me doing that, but they didn't give a suggestion. And then this other person, like a week or two before that, told me about Zion.T and was like, oh, you probably like that. But they didn't give me a particular record either. So I just grabbed the first one I could find, and that's how we've gotten this today. So thank you guys very much for one, keeping me true, but also two, put me on to some folks I probably wouldn't have stumbled across on my own. And from this point moving forward, we got to go back and we got to do I can't remember the name right now, but we was covering them too. I can't remember the name. Epic High. So yes, we gotta go back. We gotta continue Epic High. We gotta continue to do the BTS stuff. We gotta continue to do a whole bunch of other people. So yes, now that I have a little bit more free time, please let's get some of those suggestions in while I continue to make sure that I'm plugging away at the BTS stuff. So that's what we're doing. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that like, subscribe. Patreon and PayPal are in the description. And let's get into this one. This is Zion.T's Yanghwa BRDG, I believe is how you say it, but I could be wrong.
우리 집에 매일 나 홀로
Nigga, you don't speak Korean. What the hell? My bad. This it started off like a vibe though. It was already working for me.
우리 집에 매일 나 홀로 있었지. 아버지는 택시 드라이버 어디냐고 여쭤보면 항상 양화대교. 아침이면 머리맡에 놓인 별사탕에 라면 땅에 새벽마다 퇴근하신 아버지 주머니를 기다리던 어린날의 날 기억하네. 엄마 아빠 두 누나 나는 막둥이 귀염둥이 그날의 날 기억하네.
Listen, I'm gonna keep 100. We 59 seconds in. It's already got me. The story alone is one that I'm just like, it's a take in this type of music that people don't typically take thematically. You're not gonna hear somebody talk about the familial structure in this type of kind of tone on this type of record. So one, I like that. But two, the way his voice sounds and the way that the production is kind of just bringing you along, like it's about to open up in a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes because then the song will be over. But like in these next few moments, I feel like we're gonna crescendo into like a next big moment, or it could just drag along like this, which is not a problem. But I feel like there's gonna be like we're building to a lift, which I'm liking so far.
그날의 날 기억하네. 기억하네. yeah. 행복하자 우리 행복하자. 아프지 말고 아프지 말고 행복하자 행복하자. 아프지 말고 그래 그래. 내가 돈을 보내 돈을 다 보내 엄마 100원만 했었는데 우리 엄마 아빠 또 강아지도 이제 나를 바라보내. 전화가 오네 내 어머니네 뚜루루루 아들 잘 지내니 어디냐고 물어보는 말에 나 양화대교 양화대교 엄마.
I like that full circle moment of, as a child, just wanting things from your parents, and now you've become somebody that your parents can respectfully look up to. So then that becomes really dope. The dog sentiment in it, because it's more comical to me to see that that's the lyric, but I probably feel like this is something that is a cultural undertone that I'm not able to get. So I take it as, not it's a joke, but I find it funny. It's like, yo, even my mom, my dad, and my dog look up to me, because that's, to me, like, as a Black American, like, when we talk shit, that's one of those extra things I'd put on the back end of something to really heighten the fact of, like, the levels I've hit. But I understand that's probably what he's doing here. But I feel like there's less air of it being comedic in the way that I would do it than the way that he did it. So that's why I find it funny, because I'm just like, I'd use that for a joke, but you're using that to symbolize even how much, like, everything in your life now looks up to you, which I find is dope. And then there's the full circle moment of, now when I'm in these streets making all the money, everybody look up to me like we all used to do to my father. Where am I at? I'm in Yanghwa BRDG. Like, that's hard. I like that. And then I think this is the crescendo in the music I was looking for.
어머니네 뚜루루루 아들 잘 지내니 어디냐고 물어보는 말에 나 양화대교 엄마 행복하자 아프지 말고 좀 아프지 말고 행복하자 아프지 말고 그래 그때는 나 어릴 때는 아무것도 몰랐네 그 다리 위를 건너가는 기분을 어디시냐고 어디냐고 여쭤보면 아버지는 항상 양화대교 이제 난 서있네 그 다리 위에
little background, because it's not fully, like, is forward in the mix, but the way that they got the little orchestral strings in the background is hard as well. It's a nice bridge. It's a really good bridge. This better be this goddamn bridge as well. I would be upset. Was it Yanghwa? This better be the Yanghwa bridge. This motherfucking better be. If this nigga just went to some random ass bridge in the city, I'm gonna be upset. But if it's the real Yanghwa bridge, this is like, it's like beautiful art. You can't, like, obviously people pay money to make this shit, but you can't pay money for this type of heartfelt shit, or like shit with substance like this. Like, when it's quality and it's good like this, you can't pay money for this. Like, it's the shit that just connect. Like, you can't pay somebody to go have a kid, to have somebody has their dad have to live this lifestyle that then turns out that this motherfucker's doing all this dope shit. That's why I'm like, you can't pay money for this. That's just dope. The little background run. So if you're not listening in the headphones, I don't think you're gonna be able to get this unless you listen on really big speakers. But he comes in mono backwards, so he's gonna come in on the left, and then it's gonna pan all the way to the right, and then end up over here. But then you still have that main lead vocal coming from your center. That's a nice effect, my boy. It's actually two different vocals. So there's one that's gonna hit that, that's gonna pan, and that's gonna go, they're gonna pan it, it's gonna stay mainly here on the left, it's my right, but that's because my headphones are backwards, so it keep hitting the microphone. So it's gonna go from your left, but it's gonna pan some of that audio over to the right, and then there's gonna be another vocal that comes in at the end of that run line that's gonna pop up into your right ear. So now you're gonna have two separate vocals going at the same time while you have that lead vocal coming down the center. I get a 9.5 because the tone of what he's writing about and how dope he's made the song feel to me is right there close to me wanting to make it a 10. So if you're a Zion.T fan and this is your first time coming to the channel, I keep having to explain this, but on the channel, a 10 works like this. The lyrics need to be something I wish were my lyrics, or the lyrics in the song need to be something I wish were my song, because that's the easiest way to make sure that I'm not just handing out 10s casually, all willy-nilly, just like, oh, this is a good song. So that's how we separate the 10 from everything else. So it's a 9 instantly because of what I feel like how everything works. But then it almost strikes the tone of everything being close to what I wish were mine. It's not there quite yet, so I'm gonna give it the 9.5. It's a really good fucking song. Like, I like this song a whole lot. The mixing towards the end as well, those extra vocals, they're doing a lot of heavy lifting as far as like the engineering and the mix on that back end of the song. This is a really good song. I look forward to listening to some more Zion.T, so if you are a Zion.T fan, please put me on. Also, we're gonna start this again. I think I have one more from last year that I didn't do, but we're gonna make ourselves a new playlist. New playlist. What language do we want to do it in? Because I do it weird. It's the first one that came to my head. Greek, January. Oh no, January, Greek God. What is that one? That's even better. Janice. Perfect. So at the end of the month, I will release this. So in February, this playlist comes out, is how I do this. So all the songs that I will be listening to that I find to be really good or that I think people should know about will be on this playlist. So it will be songs I've reacted to, it'll be songs that I don't react to, but everything I find this month that I think is really good musically, I'll put in this playlist and I'll release it in February. And then I'll make sure to continue to do these. I did like 6 of them last year, I think. So yeah, we'll try and be a lot better with these this year. But yeah, that's it for this one. Shout out to Zion.T. Shout out to the homies for keeping me true and on track. And thank you. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.